What does entering this new decade mean to you?
Survival of the fittest. I hired a trainer. I went and got a new wardrobe, and I'm working on a bit of a makeover. And when I say makeover, I don't necessarily mean eyebrows. I'm just going through this thing where I'm getting rid of stuff. That feels so good.
Yeah. The purge. Yes.
I'm purging. I'm purging, and I'm looking forward to new projects here on the farm, whether it's getting a pool or we're going to plant a garden. We're planting it right now, actually. And 60 means just trying to stay mentally fit and stable, and just get out there and give everything I've got and have fun. That's the thing. Turning 60 for me is I'm so tired of worrying and so tired of being hard on myself to get better and do better and go. I'm just trying to learn how to have a conversation and be content. And that's the word for me, is content. I try really hard at 60 now to just appreciate everything and see it as a gift rather than an obligation.
What is life like for you on the farm? Is that like, I know you have like 40 animals that you tend to, but what is like when Wynonna's not on, what's the day in the life like?
Big butt pajama pants, a really big t-shirt, and my Uggs, and my hair in a ponytail, and no makeup, and me walking through the kitchen thinking about what I'm going to make for dinner. I live pretty simply, believe it or not. I don't have this extravagant lifestyle at home. We sit out on the porch and I eat ice cream with my granddaughter. It's not a picture perfect world here, but I tell you what, the land is healing.
Where are you now in your stage of grief? Because I know you've been open and honest talking about it and where you are in your stages. 2 years later, where you are in your stage of grief?
I am in a really good place. I'll be honest. I have worked very hard at forgiveness and my anger and frustration with suicide. And so my grief comes and goes, but I see it as a gift in terms of the healing part of acceptance and surrender. Surrender is one of the biggest problems, challenges in my life, is to surrender and to say, I am not God. God, there is a God and I'm not it.
Do you have conversations with your mom still?
I do. I literally, when you see me on stage, I look up a lot, and I always have, because I see angels, and I love looking up because I feel like I'm connecting with the heavens. I now do it with Mom because I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And where are you? And why are you not here? And why are we not singing together again? And I do go through that when I'm on stage. Probably that's the most I feel her, when we're on stage or I'm completely by myself and I'm somehow in this wilderness where I just feel her. And I feel like God is between our thoughts. God is what happens between our breath. And I feel like that's where heaven is, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's where she is. So sometimes when I exhale and I get to that end of the breath, I feel her.
I also loved seeing your sister Ashley's Instagram birthday message to you, her honey bunny, which I loved so much. How would you describe your relationship today? And do you have a special name for her? Or I know that she's your honey bunny, but what's her special name for you?
She just calls me sister. I went from, and I like it now because she calls me sister. She used to call me sister mommy. And I felt like there was a little bit of in there because I was the one that kind of raised her, really. And I think there's love and resentment in our parental exchange. And now that Mom's gone, we're now sisters. And it feels like there's more of a solidifying, that grout between the stones, is God. And we're both believers. So we have such a strong connection now, especially now that Mom's gone. So yes, she just calls me sister.
Do you credit that like your strong sense of resilience has able to get you to where you are today?
Yes, I will not take no for an answer. I'm one of those people that will raise my hand in church and go, tell me why. Yeah. And I just am that way. I think because I was raised on a bus with my mother, I could ask questions and be who I am. And I was able to use my voice. And I feel like I have that right more now than ever, because I just have worked really hard at being willing and curious. I'm very curious. I want that on my tombstone. She was curious.
I love that.
So I'm always learning something. I'm always, I just find these next generation artists to be so fascinating. And now that I'm touring, I'm able to teach them. I've had, Kelsey Ballerini, for instance, I've had her on stage with me, and she's, America's darling. And I'm just listening to her and I'm learning something new with her. And I'm going, yeah, but I'm 60 and I'm supposed to be the smart one. Okay, well, wait a minute. I'm the one learning here. You know what I mean? It was a teachable moment.
Right. It's a teachable,
you have to be willing to shut up and listen.